Okay, my friends, you are into my bottom drawer here where everything foundation, everything complexion, like face palettes and then extra large eyeshadow palettes are hanging out. So we're going to look for an additional foundation, and why not a face palette, because I'm tired of the cream. So let's see. I don't think I'm going to go over here because a lot of these are full coverage summer foundations. They're a little deeper. Here's some powders or powders to creams. Juvia's Place Clinique is a nice spring foundation. But you know, did I use this? No, I'm finished. This is finished. I don't know why I still have it in here. The Lancome. I guess I thought I would see if there was a little bit left in here, but I have finished this. First time finishing a foundation. Yay me! But I think I'm reaching and going to use the NYX Born to Glow. I did have this on my face last week and I liked it, and I like it enough to want to use it again before it gets too warm to use it. So this will be it. We're going to use the NYX Born to Glow, and I am in Sienna, I believe. Yep, Sienna. And like I said, I need a face palette. So there's a couple down in here, but I'm not. Urban Decay, Bare Minerals. This is more of a light thing. Stila, that's a cream. And you guess I only have this other one here. So I'm going to use the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in medium dark. The one I always seem to pull out. Yep, there we go. It has not let me wrong yet. So that, along with the NYX Born to Glow, are the winners this month from this drawer. Okay, we are up here in drawer number 1. This is where the eye primers, the concealers, things of that sort hang out. So let's look for a concealer that will put those dark spots in check. So let's move on back here. Let's see, there is one of the Juvia's Place ones. There, you know, I have quite a few of these Absolute Click Cover concealers, and I think I'm going to go back into these again. So let's look for, that's deep neutral, deep red undertones. Let's try the deep red undertones in the, get you in focus here, Quick Cover Concealer. So let's do that to cancel out the dark spots. And there's another Juvia's Place. I'll get to those in the warmer months. And let's see, I need a under eye, right here, under eye. So there's a Tarte, there's a Maybelline, the Age Rewind, there's an IT, oh here's what I'm wanting, the NYX Born to Glow concealer, and I have it in Cappuccino. So yes. Let's just keep it all in the family with the foundation and that under eye concealer. Do I need anything else? I'm tempted to pull like the Tarte out or Bleed Beauty or something, change up, you know. But I think I'm going to leave these things alone for now. I'm just going to let them ride in here for a little bit. Yeah, let's just use up these ones that are already out. Hi, welcome to Accessorize Your Life. I'm Julia, and we're going to take a look at my stash, a little bit of what I have in my stash, and we're going to look at what I've used for the month of March and what I'm pulling to use for the month of April. If you don't know, Shop My Stash is where we like to go through the makeup that we own and pull out things that we'd like to use or we haven't used in a while, and it's all an effort to help us to use up everything so that we're not constantly buying new things, because you know, you have a drawer, you have it stashed away in a drawer or wherever you choose to, or however you choose to store your makeup, and you really don't know what you have sometimes. So by shopping your stash, it allows you to go through those drawers or go through the bins and see what you have. Pull out some new things that are tucked in or in the back. Bring them to the front. Use them. See if you like them or if you want to discard them or whatever you want to do with them. So I have done that for a couple of months now, and I enjoy it. I feel like I'm getting to use my products, but it has not really helped me not to buy any new products, and so I'm working on that one there. So I do have a new product that I'm adding to my stash for this month. So see, it's so hard when you love makeup. But, you know, I'm making an effort. So let's take a look at what I pulled for the month of March. I had a couple of palettes in my, for my choices, and some of them were green palettes that I thought would be good to use during the month of green, thinking St. Patrick's Day, you know? And I left it for you guys to tell me down in the comments which palettes to use. So what you chose, the consensus was to use this one here, Moods, which I did use, and I gotta say, I love it. I'm keeping it. This was something I got in my bag, one of my Ipsy bags, and this color, look at it. Beautiful. Showed up well. I mean, greens are hard for me, but this green, I didn't choose myself, point on. So I enjoyed wearing that. Look at that. And you guys chose the Huda Beauty palette in the Emerald Obsession. And I did get some looks out of this one. I think I went, what did I do? What did I do? It seems so long ago now. So much has been going on. But I think I was over here in this chartreuse and maybe this khaki a little bit. I don't remember, but it's an okay palette. It's not my fave, but it's okay. And if you remember, I was going to take this little Violet Voss Fun Size palette on my trip, but that didn't happen. So I used some of the colors here at home, and they're okay. They're a little different from what's in the full size, because remember I pulled this set. You guys chose this set over another set I had out. So you chose the HG, the Violet Voss Pro HG, and then this little fun size one. So I had this in full gear here. I always like these colors right in this area, and I basically stayed over here, but I did go over here a little bit down in the lower side here, the Wine and Dine and the Cranberry Splash. I don't think I used too much else. I used Toffee as well. So I did get some use out of this. I liked it. And these colors are not exactly the same. I don't know what they did, but this darker color here, which I thought would, gee, I stuck my finger in one of the colors there. This color, which I thought would be this one here, this brown, which I thought would be something like brownie points, is not the same. It's not the same. So that was interesting. So that's why it's good to see what you have. And then, as you know, I added midway, I added the It Superhero palette, and you saw me do a look with this palette. So I do like it. I think the colors are really pastel and kind of cool tone, but I still like it. It's just enough. And for a face palette, I used the Morphe 8H. And I gotta say, it's not one of my favorites. It, to me, is a little on the cool side, and it's a little reddish, more than what I like in the bronzers over here. Now the highlighters are not so bad, but I really only I only used used the Sienna and the Mirage in the far corner here. I did not use these two lighter ones. So this is one that I might declutter. I might give this to my sister because she's a little lighter than I, a little fair skin, and she might like this. She loves sparkle, so I think she would like this palette. So these things are going back into my stash. And what else? I had a couple lippies out. I did get to use them. They're all okay. I did use this little flesh highlighter some. Not too much, but I used it on my cheeks some. I'm not wearing it today, but I did get some use out of it. And I think that's pretty much it, what I shopped for. What I actually got from my stash. Everything else was in my Pan 20 for 2020. That being this MAC palette, and it's still, there's no dent in it, but I am using it. This contour palette, there is a dent in that darker shade there, or hole, it's a panning it there, as they say, and I'm happy with that. So I'm going to put this away because it's cream, so I'm going to add that back to my stash, and then pull it back out when the weather is a little cooler, so for the fall. But it is one that I want to pan in 2020. And the rest of the stuff I've been using the Milk. I'm going to mark these so that I can tell you, you can see really how much I've used, but I'm down a little below the M here. I am starting to get a little pan showing in my Natasha Denona Glow palette. Where is it? Right there. I don't know if you can really see it, but I am starting to get there in that. So these are my Pan 20 and 20. I did not use this Lancome color, and this is Mochaccino. I did not use that at all. The look I have on today, which is a little smoky, is from this Stila palette. And this is a palette I've had for a long, long time. Let me put my glasses on so I can see the name of the palette. I should know it, but I don't use it that much. Trust in Love. Yeah, Trust in Love. So I am wearing from this palette, I am wearing that blue there and this pink. Is it that pink there? That pink here. Kind of apricot-y pink color. This blue, and then this kind of a taupe color. That's what I have on my eyes today, along with one of the pencils by Bobbi Brown. This one is in, is it Midnight? It's actually, I thought it was a black, but it's actually a blue, a deep blue. It's in Midnight, and it's actually a deep blue, and I haven't gotten anywhere with this. I mean, it's all still here. Ooh. Do you think I'll ever finish that? I don't think so, not this year, but I'll keep trying. And I also have it in the copper, and it's called Golden Bronze actually. And I did not get anywhere with the e.l.f. liner in Plum, and then the purple shadow on the other end. You can see that I didn't get anywhere with this. It's coming up, it's coming up. Let's hold it that way. So I'm still working on it. I did use it some, but I'm just not making a dent in it. I am going to town with this Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation. Look at this. Look at, hold your hand that way. That's it. That's all I have. And I have that on my face today. So I will finish this pretty soon. And I like to bring you this quarterly, so I started this in January. And my blush that I am to pan or finish in 2020 is the NYX Sweet Cheeks, and can't tell that I've made any dent in this. This is relatively new. So I've pulled it twice into my stash, but still I have a long way to go with that. For my mattifying makeup face primer, I'm using the Laura Geller Spackle, and it is right about here, halfway. So I'm doing pretty good with that. I'm going to mark that too. The Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Eyeshadow Primer, I can barely get any out of here, but I am still getting, you know, just enough. So I'm almost done with that. I think I'll be finishing that soon. And what I am really using is this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. Look at that. Have I hit pan on that or what? So I'm going to finish this up pretty soon. So I think I'm doing kind of good with certain products, but I still have a ways to go with others. So what I think I'm going to do, since we are in shelter in place, I am going to focus on my, you know, use 20 in 2020 or pan 20 in 2020. I'm going to focus on these items. Got my list here. what did I call it? 20 and 2020. So I am going to make sure that I use these things more. So I'm not going to add that much to my my monthly makeup stash here. So what I do have, we pull these few things here. We pulled a face palette, remember, and we pulled 2 concealers, the NYX and the Absolute, and I pulled a foundation, the NYX, but I will use these sparingly. I will really focus on those Pan 20 and 2020. But what I am going to add, because I think I shopped for this in February and I held it over, I didn't bother it. But there is a YouTuber and her name is Princess K, and she was approached by NYX, no, it was ColourPop. She was approached by ColourPop to, you know, do a bundle or something, or a set, I guess. And she called it the Rose Gold. And she used some of ColourPop's existing products, but her favorites, I guess is what it is. They asked her to put together her favorites, and she did. So she came out with this. She used her favorite palette is the Bare Necessities. So I purchased this, and I'll go more in depth with this in my Thrifty Thursday, because I want to use it and then let you know whether or not it was worth what I spent, the money I spent on it. So here it is by ColourPop, and it's the Bare Necessities. And if you go on her channel and look back over a few videos back in February or January, at some point she was talking about this. She did a tutorial with it. And so it's a lot of neutral colors, as you can see, but I think it's also a good spring palette. So that's why I pulled it. I saved it for this time, and I am pulling it now. Along with it came this Soul Body Shimmer powder. And here it is. So I will be using this. Maybe when my hubby and I, since we are housebound, I'll do a candlelight dinner or something maybe, and put some of this on my shoulders or something. Very pretty. And there were 3 other products with this. There's a lippy pencil, and it's in BFF3. So this is a liner. It's a nice brown girl friendly. She's about my complexion, so that's what intrigued me with this collection. And that's the liner, and the lippy is in Fugo. So it's in Fugo. And here it is, the lippy that goes with this set. She feels that all of these work so well together. It's an ultra matte lippy. And here it is under or over the eyeliner. And there was one more piece to this set. And it is the Ultra Glossy Lip. And it is in the shade, what is it in? Can I see it here? Attention Hall. Is that right? Attention Hall? Yep, Attention Hall. So it's a little light. It had me a little concerned, so make sure that lippy dries down some. Now what I didn't like is I received my little brush here and it's sprayed. The bristles are going everywhere on that, if you can see that. I need to get a doorknob for that closet. I can see that big hole there. I pulled it too hard and the whole thing came out. And I have looked at them in the store, but I just haven't found one I like. So, before we had to shelter in place. So this should go right over the lippy, or maybe I should have put it right. It's the same color. So what I did is first I put it right over the lippy, and then I put it by itself. So let's put the lippy back down there so you can see. Oh yeah, the lippy's deeper. Can you see that deeper color here? That's the lippy. That's the gloss by itself, and that's the gloss over the lippy. And then right in there you have the liner. Okay, so that's what I will be using for the month of April. Nothing really astonishing or nothing really, you know, popping, because I will be popping myself here up in the house, propping myself up in the house for the next month or two. So right now that's what I'm going to use. I did get in some new things, you saw those, and I did get some additional new things in. I thought I would bring those to you, but I'm going to let those sit for a minute. I think I'm going to work on that collection a little bit while I'm home and have the time to. I'm just admiring it, and I haven't even touched it any more than to take it out of the package and look at it. It's all so luxe. So and I'm not going anywhere to really wear those things, so I'm gonna let them sit there. But I've been pulling out things like shadows that are kind of close to those colors to play around with them, and that's why I went into the Trust and Love palette, because yeah, I'm liking these blues, and one of those palettes I have is nothing but blues. So I thought I would do that, and today I popped it with this pink lipstick by Milani. So that's it. I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. Have a great day. Remember, a smile is your best accessory. And thank you to the new subbies, and I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the ones who always tune in and always comment. I love you for that. And there's some people who just tune in and watch and don't say anything. I appreciate you being there as well. So make it a great day. Have fun in your makeup, and why don't you shop your stash and tell me what you're doing about this shelter in place and what you're doing with your makeup. Are you just pulling some of the same things over and over, or you're letting it just ride over, or are you adding some new stuff in? Let me know down in the comments. Bye-bye. Okay, I forgot to show you that I'm putting everything away, but before I do that, let me just take one of these little airborne tablets, pop it in my water. I've been doing that daily just to try to get a little extra protection, because we do have to go out there at least once a week to buy groceries and things, so just want to stay kind of healthy. So I've been dropping one of those tablets. This one is orange flavored, vitamin C, the original flavor, zesty orange. Okay, so let's put everything away.